Good afternoon, guys. I trust all is well in your world. That building you're just looking at is the Alexanderplatz TV tower. Today we're going to be taking Berlin's free walking tour. For those of you who are new here, my name is Piers Hampton. I'm exploring our world, living in abundance and having fun every single day. Now I've got about an hour till the tour starts, so I'm just going to head to a specialty coffee shop I've been recommended not 5 minutes from here. I've arrived, Father Carpenter. If you are looking for this place, come to the Blue Yard. It's a little alleyway in here. Let's go check them out. Really beautiful location here, set in this courtyard. People seem to be doing work, chilling out. Lots of space, so if you're a big group, you can definitely come and hang out. Beautiful outdoor space. I'm just grabbing a quick espresso just to try it. But yeah, I definitely come and spend some time here, do some work, hang out. Lovely staff as well. Wow. Nailed that. There's so many specialty cafes in Berlin and they all serve amazing coffee, and Father Carpenter, amazing. Awesome, I'm going to enjoy this coffee and then I better get going. I've probably got about half an hour till my tour starts. It's not far from here, so if you are doing a tour, definitely come and check these guys out, grab a coffee before you go. Laugh often and love much, to win the respect of intelligent people, to appreciate beauty, to leave the world a better place, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know that even one life is breathed easier because you have lived, that is to have succeeded. Alright, I should hustle now. Thank you so much, Father Carpenter, for amazing coffee, and thank you so much to Bean Hunter and everyone who has just recommended amazing coffee while I've been here in Berlin. This is the meeting point for the Berlin Free Walking Tour, 180 hostels. The times are 10, 11:30 and 1 o'clock. I'm on the 1 o'clock and I gotta hustle because they're just up ahead. I have done this tour before. It is great if you're new to Berlin and you want to see some sights. Start the tour, we all have to take a photo together. Important site here in Alexanderplatz is this world clock here. It is based upon time zones, it's got the time and everything. Super interesting piece. Really come on this tour to get the full information about what's going on. I'm just going to give you a taste. Next place we've stopped is this beautiful big open square here. It's just at the base of Alexanderplatz, the TV tower here. We've got the Fountain of Neptune behind us. We've got St. Mary's Cathedral. Yeah, I'm just coming up to the Fountain of Neptune. Amazing, he's the god of Neptune. Really cool, I love this sort of stuff. Another interesting building we've passed is the Red Town Hall. This building behind me. We're not going to go near there today, but still, if you're around this area, go check it out. We've got the beautiful Berlin River running below me at the base of the Berlin Dome. Really beautiful structure. Yeah, really stunning. I'll get a good shot of that for you guys.
The main resident of the Prussian team, and that's the Berlin unification.
Next step in the tour is just next to the Berlin Dome there. You've got Alexanderplatz just behind me. It's Museum Island. You've got this museum here and there's a whole bunch of museums in this area. The reason it's called Museum Island is because we crossed the bridge over the other side, and then now here we've got another river running through. So this whole space is just actually a little island here in Berlin. The tour here focuses mostly on East Berlin, which is great. That's where a lot of the Third Reich was and a lot of the history of Berlin is. A lot of this city was destroyed many times due to fires and wars and stuff in the past, so it's really amazing to be in this history. We've stopped here at Babel Square, where the Humboldt universities are. If you've heard of Humboldt universities, they were quite prestigious in their day. It's actually where Einstein went to university. Now this square itself is famous because this is where the Nazi book burnings took place. Basically, when the book burnings took place, they did start at this square and they spread to other universities around the country. In this square alone, 20,000 books were burnt, which is super crazy. Something I find really interesting though is every day behind me at the other university, they sell books. We're really lucky in this day and age where information is freely available to everyone on the internet, and I really hope it stays that way. I really feel for the people who had this knowledge that was left burnt. Like, we lost so much of valuable information. This is the square where you've got the Concert House of Berlin situated. You've also got this one cathedral here, which is built by the French, and then you've got this, which was built post that one to being built by the Germans. So it's a slightly little bit higher. When the French came to this part of Germany and built this building, they say that they brought a bit of French flair, like they brought the first cafe, they started bringing certain vegetables and asparagus and cauliflower into the region. And then, yeah, Germany built this post just as like, hey. So these pipes you can see here, Berlin was built on top of a swamp, so basically they have to have these pipes pumping all of the water into the local canals. So we're coming to the area of Checkpoint Charlie. It's where the American border crossing into East Berlin lies. Just below me here you've actually got where the wall used to be. It's marked by some pavers. As we cross over that line where the wall used to be, we come into what was known as West Berlin. And that's where we come up to the American standpoint of Checkpoint Charlie. Now none of this that I'm going to show you is real, it's all remade, but interesting nonetheless. Yeah, like I said, none of this is real, they're just here. It's cost €3 to get a photo with these guys. Not necessary for me. Yeah, something interesting that happened during the Cold War between the Soviets who owned Eastern Germany and the US and Allies who owned Western Germany was that there was a standoff of about 10 tanks either side facing each other. It's known as like it was the biggest standoff in that war. Another fact I found interesting, when there was the difference between the Soviet side and the American side, the Soviets got East Berlin while the Allies got West Berlin. The reason for this is all of the arts and entertainment centers are on East Berlin, so all of the economical currency can be made there, and the Americans were let in there to go to the theater, etc. Interesting. So that wall that everyone's walking along is, well, excuse me. So that wall along there is actually part of what is left of the Berlin Wall. It's amazing that they've kept some of it preserved just so we can come back and experience it. A lot of it was knocked down. So I was shooting the wall here and I lost the tour group. I know the last few stops, I might just do it myself, but whoops! A couple of interesting points. I was born 1989, the same year the wall came down, and something else interesting, this building here, this is one of the only remaining Nazi buildings left in Berlin. The architecture is very reminiscent of that era. Now it was Hitler's Ministry of Aviation. It has now been repurposed. It is the Ministry of Finance. This is something that people may miss when they come to Berlin. This nondescript car park behind me is what they call Führer's bunker. It's where Hitler had his bunker under the ground. There's not much left. There's only this sign explaining the story. Super interesting place though. Now I'm not 100% sure on this fact. I wasn't really reading the sign back there. I'm just strolling past. But this bunker here where Hitler was, apparently this is the place where he died, where he committed suicide after the war. Not far up the road from Hitler's bunker, you come across the Memorial of Murdered Jews of Europe. It is this massive sculpture set up here behind me. I actually really personally think this is beautiful. Super interesting sculpture, like you can walk through it, you can get amongst it. You've got up and down little hillocks and things like that. And it's kind of eerie, you can kind of definitely feel what they were trying to portray here. A fair fascination with light and the way that light hits certain objects, and I really love how each square is a different size, so it picks up different areas of light and different facets. It just is so beautiful. One of the last times I was here actually, all of these tops were covered in a slight layer of snow. And now we're here in late summer and it's, yeah, just a totally different scenery. I really could spend a long time here just capturing all the beauty of this place, but going to be good for you guys. You guys can come here and visit it yourselves and enjoy the experience. Alright, we've got one more stop on the tour, the Brandenburg Gate. Here we come. I keep saying this on my vlogs, but the Berlin skyscape is just spectacular. You got the storm coming through over there, you got the sun just shining through the clouds. Yeah. Anyway, we're here at the Brandenburg Gate. So I'm fairly sure that the Brandenburg Gate here is the final stop on the free walking tour. It's a really great tour, guys. When you come to Berlin, definitely get on it and do it, and make sure that you do tip your tour guides at the end of your tour. There's the Brandenburg Gate behind me, guys. Something interesting about this little square as well. This hotel here, Hotel Adlong, if you remember, Michael Jackson once held his child out for the paparazzi to see. That was at this hotel out of one of these windows. Thank you so much, guys, for watching today's vlog. I had a lot of fun making it. I hope you learned some interesting stuff, and if there is anything that I said wrong, please feel free to correct me. I'm just going with what I learnt today and what I remember from the past. Remember to give this video a big thumbs up and to subscribe if you aren't already. But for now, guys, so much love. Peace.